Bonjour! Today's lesson is about definite articles, and so tomorrow in class when you are working on your classwork, these are the things you'll need to know. Make sure you're taking notes in your study diary. Alright, the definite article, the, the, is a definite article. It's specific. It has four forms in French that agree in gender and number with the nouns. Before any masculine and singular noun, you use le. And so, for example, that would be le garçon, the boy. Le garçon, the boy. Before any feminine singular noun, you use la. And for that, you would say la fille, the girl. La fille, the girl. Before any singular noun, masculine or feminine, that starts with a vowel, and vowels are A, E, I, O, and U, you use L apostrophe because you have a contraction. So, for example, you would have l'enfant, which means the baby, or if you have the man, l'homme, because the H is silent and you hear the O sound, that would also be L apostrophe. So L apostrophe is another one, and you use those before a vowel. And the last one is before any plural noun, you're going to use les. Notice it's not pronounced les, it's pronounced les. And you use that before plural. So if you had the boys, you'd have les garçons, and you add an S to it just like in English. Or the girls would be les filles. And once again you have an S, but the S on the end of the noun here is not pronounced, nor is the S here. You don't pronounce any of those. You don't hear them. It's just les garçons and les filles. So here's another explanation in writing of how it works. In French, there are four forms of the definite article. In French, le, la, l'apostrophe, and les. The form that is used depends on the gender, masculine or feminine, and the number, singular or plural, of the noun. While only some nouns in English have a gender, all French nouns are either masculine or feminine. Use la with feminine nouns, la pizza, la glace. Use le with masculine nouns, le chocolat, le sport. Use L apostrophe with any singular noun that begins with a vowel or a vowel sound, whether they are masculine or feminine, l'école, l'escargot. Use les with all plural nouns, whether they are masculine or feminine, les écoles, les escargots. Now notice that the S here, les écoles and les escargots, you hear a Z sound. We call that liaison, because you have the S before a vowel. So les écoles, les escargots, you hear a little bit of an S or Z sound between les and the word. Les escargots, les écoles. So if you needed to see one more kind of example, I know the print isn't too clear on here, but le singular and masculine means the, le chien, the dog. La singular and feminine means cat, or means the, but la chat means the cat. Le, l'apostrophe, singular, masculine, or feminine, used before a vowel or before l'homme, before the silent H. L'homme, the man. Les, plural, masculine, or feminine. Les fraises, okay, the strawberries. Some of the words that you are going to be using that you know from school are salle de classe, which means room of class or classroom. Also télé. You will also see dessin, crayon, anglais. You'll also see the word vacances, which is plural, and you can tell that because it has an S at the end, vacances. And let's see what else we have. You also have poster, radio, télé. I think I already got télé, but you have it again. Frites, élève. Élève means students. Élève. Musique. Journal. And you're going to be expected to be able to figure out which word goes in front of them, le, la, les, or L apostrophe. How do you know that? How do you figure out which one it is? Well, when you look at your vocab list at the end of each chapter, usually I'll give you a printout of that. You check it out. On the vocab list, it's going to usually have le, la, or les, or it'll say next to it, F in parentheses for feminine or M in parentheses for masculine. You might also see un, une, or des, or D apostrophe. Un is a or an, and that's masculine. So if you see that, you know that then to make it the instead of a or an, if it's a masculine thing, you're going to make it le. Une becomes la. Une means a or an for a feminine word, and when you use that, if you want to say the girl instead of a girl, you'd say une fille is a girl, la fille is the girl. And then you have des, which means some, and you're going to use that instead of les when you want to say some girls, des filles, or the girls, plural, is les filles. So you just basically have to memorize the words with un or une or le or la in front of them and know that they're masculine or feminine. Now there are some ways to tell by looking at the endings. Usually feminine words end in what? Feminine words usually end in E. But that's not a rule that you can trust all the time. If you have no other idea whether it's masculine or feminine, look at the last letter. If it's an E, guess feminine unless you know otherwise. C'est tout. Au revoir.